How's it going, guys? Back again with the klx300, and somebody asked me what levers these are and where I got them, and so I figured I would do a video showing all the mods or upgrades I've done to this thing. So let's see. First thing is the exhaust. I got the Dynojet stubby 14-inch, and it's the only one I could go with because I do go off-road with this, so it came with a spark arrestor, and then a silencer baffle, and these just slide on there like that, and then this bolt down here there's a hole in the bottom for the bolt to go through. So the silencer, I don't know how well you can see that, it just leaves a little bit of room around it, whereas the spark arrestor, when it's all the way in there, there's nowhere but that center hole for it to come out, and it has the screen in it to I guess eliminate all the sparks. It's probably my favorite upgrade I've done. That one was, I believe, $290. Yeah. Then the second thing I did was the Dynojet fuel tuner. I was hoping to get it to change the timing on these, on the motor, because once it hits about 8,000 RPM, all the power falls off. It's not going anywhere. You really notice it in 5th and 6th gear, but unfortunately that's just a fuel tuner. They aren't going to come out with the 5, I believe they call it, which gives you a lot more control over the bike. Right now I just kind of have a base tune on it. Didn't notice any power after doing that, but I'm going to go to get it dynoed soon. And then I know stock they do about 22, 23 to the tire. I'm thinking once it's tuned, maybe 25, 27. And then the next thing I did is this Fender Eliminator Kit. The stock one, first thing I did was cut it right away. I didn't have a plate, so it didn't matter. Then once I got my plate, I ordered the kit. It's actually for a 250 KLX, but it worked on the 300. I had to buy a couple extra bolts. As you can see, that one's a little long, but that was pretty much a direct bolt on, other than a few odds and ends I needed to run to the store and get, and it came with an LED tail light, and I was like, what was it, $40? Next thing, a temperature gauge. That's been pretty neat. I put it inline on this side. It's the wrong side to put it in, but I just wanted it to kind of know if I'm overheating or not. The correct side would have been right here, but that thing end to end is about that long, and I didn't trust it keeping a seal. That was $57. Let's see, the other thing, these little bar risers right here. I think they're, what were they, 7/8, so almost an inch, and that's as high as you really want to go. I'd prefer higher because I'm a little taller, but it works. Wish I would have painted these bolts before I put them in, because a couple rides in the rain and they look like garbage. Those are only $18. And then the levers. I don't know what brand these were. Some knockoff Chinese levers, but let's see, I have the stock one over here. And these levers were only $30. But I don't know how well I'll be able to get an angle on this, but these stock ones feel super thin compared to these. Like, it felt like you were pulling in on a pencil, like a number 2 pencil. And it was kind of uncomfortable, so I got these, and I usually only use 2 fingers anyway, so the end of that was hitting my knuckle a lot, and they're adjustable, so. Boom, and then shorter throw, longer throw. Same on the brake side. Longer throw, and then shorter throw. But that definitely made it a lot more comfortable. Pretty much anything for the, I think it was Z125 Pro or Ninja 250 or 300, whatever it is now. They all fit. I'll put a link to everything down in the description. Next thing, foot pegs. These ones were $35, and that's the aftermarket one. That's the stock one. This one's almost twice as wide, and these little teeth don't do much. There's these much bigger spikes. You can definitely feel them gripping a lot more on your shoes or boots, whatever you ride with. And then I got this back rack. The rack by itself without the roto packs is $90, I think. 94. They do make a plate that you can bolt to this and extend it quite a bit wider. I might get that down the road, but I just settled on adding on the extra gallon of gas. I think the gas kit, let's see, $100.90. And I got it just because I go on longer rides a lot of the time. Walked into my pool. So it's just nice ease of mind once you run out of gas, you know, you still got half a tank. And I didn't want to get a big aftermarket tank that holds 3 or 4 gallons. Because when I want to, I can just pull that off and go chill right in and not deal with all the extra weight of a big tank. And then I got a phone mount, quad lock, with the 3-inch pivot arm, so I can really put this wherever I want. I had the, what's the name of the what everybody uses? Hold on, I got it in my room. Alright, so it's the RAM mount. This is my old one. Same arm. The RAM mount's about a 1/2 inch longer, but this was phenomenal. Real easy to put in. You do definitely want to use the little rubber thing it comes with. My buddy actually know 4 people now that were going down the highway and their phone flew out. But this has no vibration dampening in it, whereas quad lock has an optional dampener you can buy with some little silicone feet. So I went to that because this one actually broke my last phone. The camera on it, the stabilizing crap in the iPhones, I think it's the 8 and newer, it just destroys the camera. So that's the better one, and it feels a lot more secure once it's locked in there. I mean, you could damn near pick the bike up by it. What else? Then there was the bulb. I did a whole video on that. It's the only other video I got posted. It's a hell of a lot brighter. Yeah, that was definitely worth the 20 bucks. And then, oh, the mirrors. They're the breakaway. They use the ram ball mount, and man, I got these really hunkered down. There we go. So, nice thing is if you're going on the trails, unscrew that a little bit, fold them in, you're good to go. If I were to buy these again, I would not get the round. They have the round shape, and then it's kind of almost square, and then it triangulates off. They're dual sport. I would have definitely gone for those, just so I can see a little bit farther around my body. Because on this bike, they mount directly to the handbrake, the front brake, and the clutch. So wherever you put your levers, you're kind of stuck with that much movability. Whereas if you got, say, just the ram ball mounts to clamp on the bars, you could scoot them out closer to the clusters and get a little farther around you. But I'd rather just spend the extra $5 and get the triangular ones. I think that is it. If you have the 22 model and you get the power commander, the wire you need to tap into is a different color than what it says. I don't know if they've come out with the 22 model specifically for, or the, just blanking on words, the model specifically for the 22, because they did change the colors on what you need to tap into for the throttle. It is the green one. And then, well, the other thing I've done is Canon oil filter. And then, when I did this, I had to drain all the coolant. Which, when you do that, coolant drain is the bottom bolt right there. Or no, sorry. It is that bolt. But instead of putting the stock stuff back in, I went and bought this stuff. Maxima Kool-Aid. And it's a nice pink purple color. But yeah, I believe that's it. Oh. I also pulled this piece of crap out of the airbox. There's no reason for you to have it on there to begin with. That half-inch higher it is than the airbox isn't. If you're going that deep in the water, you're screwed either way. And it's just robbing power. I'm actually thinking about cutting my hole a little bigger. Try to get some more air into it. But that's all. Have a good one.